top 10 WWE's highest paid wrestlers in 2019 and 2020. The first ever Forbes list of WWE's top earners sheds some light on what has long been an incredibly secretive subject. WWE's 10 highest paid stars made a combined $75 million last year, comprising nearly two-thirds of the company's total in-ring talent expenses. Earnings estimates here represent pay for the 2019 calendar year, including base salary, bonus pay, and, in one instance, executive compensation. Number 1. John Cena. Earnings, $9.5 million. Nobody comes close to catching the face that runs the place. Cena not only has the biggest base salary of any weekly performer, but he also blows away the competition when it comes to merchandise sales. Cena's earnings may soon be on the rise, as he's begun to follow former colleague Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson into a second act in Hollywood. Number 2. Brock Lesnar. Earnings, $6.0 million. Lesnar typically works fewer than 25 events per year, and only a handful of those involve any actual wrestling. Yet the former UFC champ is a major draw, and arguably the WWE roster's most entertaining performer, not to mention the only performer able to boast in-ring corporate sponsorship. Number 3. Triple H. Earnings, $5.8 million. Real name, Paul Levesque. Levesque has a unique dual role as performer and WWE executive. For the former, he gets $1 million per year in salary, and last year he tacked on $700,000 in bonus money. On the corporate side, he made another $1.1 million from executive salary and incentive compensation. Number 4. Randy Orton. Earnings, $4.7 million. The Viper is one of several major stars who will miss WrestleMania 32 due to injury. That missed time can cut into a performer's earnings, which partly explains how Orton's pay is down from well over $3 million just a few years ago. Number 5. Seth Rollins. Earnings, $5.4 million. Real name, Colby Lopez. From a storyline perspective, Rollins all but carried WWE through 2015. He held the WWE Championship for 220 days and headlined nearly every PPV through November, when he was forced out of commission with a torn ankle. Number 6. Roman Reigns. Earnings, $5.1 million. Real name, Joe Anoa'i. Perhaps the single most divisive character on WWE programming, Reigns has been consistently pushed as one of the company's top stars. That booking led to a hefty workload, including plenty of time at the top of the card, as well as some of WWE's most popular merchandise. Number 7. Undertaker. Earnings, $6.0 million. Real name, Mark Calloway. The dead man has been at it since the mid-1980s, becoming one of the single most iconic wrestlers of all time. No wonder he can pull down so much for just a dozen workdays a year. Number 8. Big Show. Earnings, $3.5 million. Real name, Paul White. Few wrestlers got off to a bigger start. Big Show's WCW debut was a championship victory over wrestling legend Hulk Hogan. His 2 decades in the business have earned him some $1 million in base salary. Number 9. Kane. Earnings, $3.3 million. Real name, Glenn Jacobs. Like Big Show, Kane debuted in the mid-1990s and has been a consistent presence ever since. He has a similar deal to Show's, but he's the only performer to seamlessly switch from suit and tie wearing middle management to literal demon from hell. Number 10. Dean Ambrose. Earnings, $4.1 million. Real name, Jonathan Good. By our count, Ambrose worked more events last year than any other WWE performer. Yet the former Shield member spent little time at the top of the card, limiting his ability to monetize that workload. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comments and share to all. Give your feedback in the video's comments. Subscribe my YouTube channel for more updates. Thank you.